Hello and welcome back to Potty Mouth, the show where the jokes are dirty and our minds are dirtier. I'm Aaron. This is Blake.
How you doing?
And today on the Potty Cast, we're talking about sex in public or public sex or however you want to word that. But first of all, Blake, you're back.
I am back.
Hey, buddy. So he was a little under the weather. So we had Ellen fill in for one episode, but
Ta-da!
he is back in action. Still a little bit under the weather. I mean, you're not.
Yeah, I mean, I got the sniffles.
Yeah, well, a couple days ago you were way worse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the fact that like you don't have a fever anymore, you're just kind of like it's that weird like after. I feel like you have that weird after like the flu. You have that like weird cold that just won't seem to go away.
Oh yeah.
You're there right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely there right now.
So it's one of those. But he is back. So just in time to talk about public sex. So.
Yay.
Have you ever had sex in public? I don't even...
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so...
I must have been really drunk if that was the case. I don't know.
Just over there behind the stall. It's
Don't mind me.
But yeah, man. No, I was worried about you because you texted me. You're like, man, I'm sick. And I'm like, oh no, like what's going on? And
Yeah, I don't get sick a lot.
No, you don't. And so like he texted me because it was on the day of filming. And he texted me and he's like, hey, man, I don't know if I can film. And I was going out of town like 2 days later. So like our film schedule had been condensed from like 2 days to 1 day. And it was just like we only had 1 day to film. And it was just, it was a mess. So we did it. We're back. He just got the cold. And we're going to keep on trucking and pushing through it. But yeah, you scared the shit out of me. I thought you had like the flu and were throwing up, and I was just like, I was really worried. But
I think I did just about everything but throw up.
really,
Yeah, it was really weird. Usually it's me throwing up and nothing else, but this time around it was complete different opposite.
so did you have like? I mean, did you have any nausea? Like
Little-
you felt like you were gonna throw up, but didn't?
Yeah, a little bit, like dry heaving and stuff like that, but I don't know. It was one of those where, so in college, I used to get pharyngitis a lot.
What's that?
So from what they told me, it's a mix of strep throat and mono together.
Whoa.
Yeah. I used to get it all the time, and that's actually what I thought I had before because my throat started throbbing like crazy. And I was extremely weak.
Jeez.
But usually they'll knock me out for a week.
Right. Well,
But
yeah, 'cause, I
only-
mean that's
But it only took me a couple of days and I was done.
yeah, 'cause you were sick Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday. Or was
Friday, it was Friday, Saturday, and then I started getting a little bit better on Sunday, but yeah.
And then now you're a lot better today, but still down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, let's move on right along and I did. So I don't know if you watched the episode yet, but I put out good wishes for you, man. I was like, please heal up, get back so you can drink alcohol for shooting the shit and come and do all this. So, but no, glad to have you back.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
Yeah. So, sex in public. Let's move right along. So you never have, or you don't know if you have.
What would you count as sex in public?
Anywhere that is not your place of living or other place of living. So like if it's a house.
What about sex in a car?
Oh, that's public.
Cool.
Because somebody could walk right by and have like watch you or see you.
Well, then I've had sex in a car.
Well, there you go. That's public. And tell your story, man. Let us know about your sexy time in the car. Go for it.
So, all right. So, excuse me. So, take my girlfriend back to her house, and on the way back, we decided to pull over to the side of the road. Actually, we decided to take a little bit of a detour.
How long ago was this?
Oh, shoot. This was probably my sophomore year of college.
Oh, okay.
So
you got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. From then to now. Okay.
Yeah. And I had a 92 Toyota Camry.
Oh yeah. Yep. That's the sex wagon right there. The sex mobile, if you will.
So we pulled over. We both got in the back seat or whatnot.
Okay.
The funny part is that afterwards I took her home She was about 45 minutes away from me.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it was like halfway in between we met up. But so I took her home, and on the way back, I hit a bump, and my I don't know. It was like the car started sounding a little funny.
Okay.
Like, what the crap? So I took it into the shop the next day. And he goes, "Well, your brakes are your shocks are done for." He goes, "What pothole would you hit?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Oh wait. You had sex so hard in the back of this 92 Camry that you blew the shocks on your car.
Apparently so.
That is insane. I don't know how you do that. Sorry. I just got a notification.
Nice.
I need to put my phone up and put it on mute. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But I don't know. I feel like my shocks are just about to go out anyways.
So you push it over the edge.
Yeah.
But we can just say you blew your shocks on your Camry for having sex too hard.
Yeah.
So
we can go with that.
We'll give you that one. That's for sure. Okay. So I'll keep it on the same level with the car sex stories. Actually, my wife and I. So I've mentioned this on the show before. So we were driving back from Westfield where we had dinner, and we used to live in Westfield, Carmel area. And we were house sitting for some friends of ours.
Okay.
And we were driving on our way back from dinner to their house, and we got to the bend at 465 down there in Indy, right as you're going towards either downtown or no, not downtown. You're just past 82nd Street or 86 down there by Keystone. 82nd, just past 82nd Street where the bend goes to 465 west or east.
No, that'd be 86. Sorry.
86. Okay, yeah. So we're over by 86 going towards 465, and right at that bend, she decides that she wants to give me a little roadhead.
Okay.
Can't complain. Had a couple times, pretty good stuff. And so, by the way, if you're wondering how the roadhead was, fantastic. Which led to this little next tidbit. She's giving me roadhead for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that, down the road. And then we get a little hot and heavy and decide, well, why don't we just try having sex? Didn't stop the car. We were going, 65, 70 miles an hour down the highway. And so I scoot my seat all the way back and push the steering wheel all the way forward. And then she kind of like sits facing me, puts her legs around me and like between the seat and the door, and then between the console and me. And then she just proceeds to grind with her head on my shoulder so I can see enough to drive. Yeah, that's pretty much how it was going. And then we got close to the exit because we didn't have sex because it was like that's a 30-minute drive from like that exit to where they lived. Yeah. 35-minute drive. So we would like stop every couple minutes, like not every couple minutes, but she would stop intermittently because we would get close to somebody. So she'd like duck down because a semi-driver could see like right into the car. So we were getting close to the house, and we were also getting close to something else. And so we get to the house. I put it in park, and as soon as I put it in park, we just go like crazy town on each other. Like it's like just good no tomorrow. People are walking their dogs. Like it's, like we're just all chilling, and people are just like going crazy. We're going crazy on each other, and these people are just walking by like they don't even know what's going on. And it was funny because when she climaxed, she hit the steering wheel. Like she backed into the steering wheel and hit the horn.
Oh.
So it was like, oh God. She scooted back forward. And then, but we climaxed. It was like, have you ever climaxed at the same time?
Good question.
Dude.
Really don't know.
If you haven't climaxed at the same time as your partner, whew, it's crazy. Because like you're emotional and like you're kind of drained and then she's kind of drained and just like the whole experience. Realistically, it's like a crazy experience. But yeah, so that was my car sex experience. I've had more, but that one's the most interesting.
So you've literally had sex while driving.
Correct. Yeah.
Life in the fast lane.
A little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of a crazy one. As you guys already know that. Out of us two, who's the crazier? It's probably gonna be. Yeah, he's like no, it's not even a question. It's him.
Yeah, not even a question.
I'm the wild child, that's for sure. But yeah, so that was my car sex, and then I had sex in a swimming pool when I was 14.
Oh, I guess I had sex in a swimming pool too.
See, you've had sex in public. What are you talking about?
It was like night.
Still,
Yeah.
isn't pool sex amazing though?
It really is.
Like, it feels so good. I don't know what the chlorine is doing for your pussy and everything, but like pool sex is just amazing. Cause it's like she's warm and the water's cold and it's just like it feels really good.
What's weird is though, like I don't know. I've tried having sex in a hot tub.
Different. Weird.
It's a lot different.
Yeah. Well, you can't get hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah, it's
very hard to get hard.
It's very hard to get hard. It's so true.
No, it's easy to get hard. It's hard to stay hard.
Boom.
Difficult to stay
Yeah,
hard.
you can get turned on, but because you just get so hot because the hot tub is hot because it's called a hot tub.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. This is getting weird. Okay, so yeah, you get in a hot tub and like you're sweating and then you steam and everything, and it's like a boner killer for sure. Like it's not even a question.
You can't even feel anything.
Not really. You kind of can, but
like
unless she grips it like vice grip. It's like, oh god. But yeah, like it's just yeah, I don't even know, man. It's
You know what's funny though? The time I had sex in a pool, so the parents weren't home, nothing like that. Had a girl over. We literally went from the pool, had sex, to the hot tub, had sex, then went straight inside, had sex just about in every room. Then in the shower.
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's funny is that we'll still talk about it from time to time.
Are you guys still friends?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah. She's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. Yeah. I mean, he's got me beat on there. Mine was just at a pool in a hotel.
I've come close.
Have you? Mm-hmm. Dude, it's okay. So it was crazy. So it was like 11 o'clock at night. Not pool hours are still open, but no one's there. And so we had me and my buddy and then our girlfriends. And so they went off to shower fuck, like whatever, in the shower that was in there to like get the chlorine off of you.
Sure.
And so I was in the pool and she just bent over like the shallow end and she's like bent over and then pulled her like swimsuit down and it was like, get inside me. Like, she's like, get inside me. And I was like, I mean, when you're 14 and somebody says that to you, it's like, okay, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like everything goes at attention immediately.
Oh yeah.
It's not even a question when you're that young. It's like the wind blows the wrong way when you're that age and you're immediately hard. So it's like a girl says to you, get inside me. You're like, yes, ma'am. How long, where, and when, and when? Like,
kind of like saying jump and you say how high.
Exactly. It's like, okay, how deep do you want it? Because I'm going to go balls to the wall here. So like, anyway. So I did that. Security cameras were definitely on. So although if there's somebody at the front desk watching that happen, you're watching 14-year-olds have sex. It's not. Anyway.
Is that child pornography?
Yeah, I think so. I would classify that as such. But yeah, that was fun. I mean, I'm not gonna take it back. It was good time. Good times, great oldies. That's still anyway. So yeah, but you've had sex almost in a pool, you said, or no, almost in a hotel pool.
Almost in a hotel pool.
What stopped you?
People
walked in. Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, because so she was laying back on me, and I was just kind of holding her and whatnot. I was filling her up, and then so I started trying to make the move, and all that, and I was starting to slide her bottoms down a little bit, and literally as I was doing it, I was about halfway there, and like bunch of kids walked in. I was like,
like, oh god!
It's like, and we're done. Crap.
So how long did you stay in the pool? He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For those of you listening,
She was actually a trooper.
Was she?
She got out first. She grabbed me a towel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
For those of you listening that are just now catching up to what I said, he didn't. He looked at me and caught it. But basically, I was saying that. How long did you stay in the pool? Because he probably had the boner the size of Massachusetts and needed it to go down. So
Yes.
man, it's so hard. We've talked about this, how hard it is to get rid of boners. But we dedicated a whole episode to random hard-ons and how to get rid of them. So, but yeah, dude. So I wondered, like, how long do you stay in the pool afterwards? Because
it was funny because it was actually really comical because she literally just turned around and she kind of had a grin on her face and she goes, "Just stay here." I was like, "I'm gonna grab a towel." He's like, "You're gonna turn around and jump out of the pool. That way you're not facing anybody.
you're back to everybody."
Yeah. She was like, "And then just hold the towel." It's like, "Don't worry. When we get back to the room, it'll be different." It's like, fair enough.
Did she do you?
"Oh yeah."
Yeah, in the bedroom. You
Fair-
weren't all like shriveled up and everything?
No.
Man, the pool does that to people. If you're not hard, it destroys your manhood. You know what I mean? It gets all shriveled and all that kind of shit.
Well, if it's cold.
That's what I mean. Your balls like sink up into your stomach.
The pool wasn't that cold though.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost like bath water.
I will say, if you want your Johnny Long John to look good, get in the hot tub for like 10 minutes, because everything just relaxes and it kind of like elongates itself naturally.
It goes. Whoop.
Yeah, right. It's like hello, and then you get out of the pool and the cold air hits it in your swim trunks, and you're like whoosh. Also, I didn't think about that, but that's a perfect random hard-on moment.
Yes.
Because that has happened to a lot of people. Oh, you weren't here for the sex laws episode. So apparently, it's illegal to have a boner in Indiana publicly.
Oh shoot! I broke the law a lot.
Me too. I was like, man, but how can they? Anyway.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Ridiculous.
Ha. But yeah, so that's anyway. But yeah, so getting out of a hot tub, boners immediately. That should have been something that random boner. How did we not think of that?
I don't know.
Man,
I was gonna say is like because I'm sure I've had quite a few of those.
it's probably a comment.
Yeah.
To be honest. But yeah, plenty of them. Okay, so moving on to public sex. That's a weird random line. Moving on to more public sex. Let's talk about our episodes and criminalize ourselves right here naturally.
If you don't hear from us later on, we got arrested.
Yeah, probably. Now this next one is probably the worst and most shameless public sex act I've ever done.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. So I was with this girl, been together for a couple years, and we went to the movie theater to see some movie. I don't remember the movie because I wasn't watching it. And so we go in the theater, we're sit down, the trailers play, and then the lights go off. And then she was wearing like a really short mini skirt, like a really short one. It's like if you walked, you could see like her butt cheeks kind of like popping out. Like, I mean, she's hot, but so it worked. But like, if the wind blew, you're seeing everything. Like, and she wore this cute little thong and everything. So it was, yeah, it had a 4-leaf clover on the front. For lucky. Anyway, getting lucky, get it? So we were sitting there, and she kind of like reaches over because the popcorn's in between us. So I think she's going for the popcorn. Well, she wanted some licorice instead, apparently. For those of you that are listening, we didn't buy licorice. For those of you watching, you're going to see what I'm talking about in a second. So, so she's like reaching over, and then like here's the popcorn, and she goes, and like just starts like rubbing me.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, oh, okay, this is happening. So then I kind of put my hand over and slide it down her skirt, and I start, fingering her. And then she has a coat because it gets cold in the theaters, and so like she put her coat over like that area, and then she kind of like laid down on my chest and then started slowly moving down my chest to my stomach to lay in my lap, and then she was laying in my lap in the theater, and then there was a sound of her sucking my dick. So I was getting a blowjob in the theater.
Okay.
Watching a movie. It was great. And then she's like, all right. So she like sits on my lap, but it's like she's sitting on something else while she's sitting on my lap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she slides over and sits on my lap, and she's not really grinding because she's sitting sideways. She's just kind of like moving her hips back and forth and like kind of like helping herself. And so, oh God, here's the worst part of this entire story. This is so bad. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So the worst part of this whole story is that we're having sex watching this movie, and so I look over to my left, and there's this 7-year-old kid just munching down on popcorn, locking eyes with me.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm trying to like look at the movie, but I keep looking back at him. And I'm looking at the movie, looking at her, feeling this all go down. And like I'm trying to stay hard for her, but I'm looking at this little kid and I'm like, this is scarring this child. Like I'm scarring this child for life right now. Now granted, I was like 16 at the time, so I really didn't care that much, but like looking back on it now, I'm like, man. Cause see that kid's now kid be 14, 15, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
How old? 22, 23. So yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It was a long time ago. It's 4, 9. That was 7 years ago. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, he'd be like 14, 15, something like that. So, kid, if you know I'm talking about you and you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so yeah, it was fun for me, but it was also not fun for me because I had to walk eyes in and it was, yeah.
He's probably, what's going on?
Yeah. So, yeah, that was that. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. I don't know.
It was an experience.
It was an experience for sure. Yeah, that's probably my most shameful one. I just like had no shame. Shameless one. There we go. I had no shame on that one. That was pretty bad. What?
That's funny.
I know.
I'm sorry.
That was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've had a couple other instances, but like none that like stand out. Like, you know, like I've had sex in the back of a truck bed. One time, I had sex in the car in the park, like in my mom's driveway, in a car. So nothing like crazy, but
I mean, I've had sex in front of my girlfriend's mom, and she had no idea.
In front?
Same room and everything.
That's kind of public. All right, go for it. Tell me what happened. Let's hear it.
So
let's bring it out on the Potty Mouth.
Yeah. And they're probably going to be watching this, but that's okay.
Oh God! Well, hey guys, you're about to find out. What's your mom's name? First name. Don't give me the last name.
First name?
Yeah, not the last.
Lynn.
Okay, Lynn, if you're watching this, Blake's about to divulge how he had sex with your daughter right in front of you.
Sorry. It was a long time ago.
How many years ago are we talking? Like 6?
Oh my gosh. Probably 6 or 7.
6 or 7? Okay, so you're like, what, early 20s?
About 20, 21.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Go for it.
So, I'd come over to their house or whatnot. Usually we'd do like a movie night or something like that.
Right.
But, excuse me. So, I don't know. It was like, her parents were kind of strict.
Okay.
In a way. So, after a while, like, she would wear the same type of sweatpants every single time that I would come over, and she cut a hole in the bottom of the sweatpants.
What?
Yeah, because of the fact that, like, every time that we'd hang out or something, we always had adult supervision there.
So you'd always play around and you wanted easier access.
Yeah. And it was her idea, not even mine. I just kind of went with it. So, one of the times, we were just laying on the couch, just watching a movie. Obviously, we had a blanket over us and all that kind of crap.
Right.
Well, while the movie was going on, she started telling me, she was like, hey, was like, hey, I want you right now. I was like, I mean, okay. so I put on my pants. We start going at it, and her mom walks out, sits down on the couch, and says, "Mind if I just watch a movie with you?" And without missing a beat, I'm like, "No, it's fine by me."
Were you wearing a condom?
No.
You don't have time to put on a condom in that situation. There's no way.
No, it's just I'll pull out real quick and go in my pants.
How'd that happen with her sitting there?
What?
How'd you go in your pants with her mom sitting like right across from you?
I have my ways.
Please divulge and share.
I mean,
help those guys out there.
I mean, if you do it right, sorry. If you do it right, I mean, seriously, all you gotta do is act like you have an itch on your leg. You move up very quickly and you flip your shorts back.
And then,
yep. Simple.
Okay,
simple stuff.
Simple enough, man. Simple enough. Okay, that's. I mean, I won't question it. So how did she not? Did she move or like moan or?
She did very well at that part, but I don't know. It was so weird because I'm trying to remember it all.
Yeah, you're good.
But like I don't know. The most she did was like some heavy breathing for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But like obviously we just took it slow the whole time because you can't just like go at it.
Right.
So it was like just a slow motion the whole time, and it was just enough for her to feel good and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Lynn, I'm sorry. There's no mom that's stupid. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying you're smart enough that you know that happened. Hey. She's getting filled in. She's like, yeah, I knew.
That's okay.
Guarantee it.
She still loved me. She still wishes I was with her.
Well, it's good.
Yeah. We still keep in touch.
Are you still talking to that one girl?
Nope.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Why don't you reach back out to her? You know what I'm saying? Like hit.
She's married with a kid.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Another state. Yeah, I'm really happy for her.
That's awesome. Wait, another state? Oh, she left the state entirely?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Well, hey, congratulations to you and your kid and the marriage, and we're talking about your sex life right here and with Blake on Potty Mouth. Have you ever thought that some of these people, because we don't divulge names, like we'll say first names sometimes if they're not a huge part of the story, but like that if people are watching this and hear specific stories, they're like, oh my God. Because you haven't told anybody else, right?
No.
Yeah, so it's like no one's going to know besides you and her mom. And
now everyone knows.
And now everyone knows, you just don't know who. Although if you posted anything about Facebook, they could always just... I'm not going to help you find this girl. Never mind, I'm going to shut up because I'm basically telling you how to do it, and I don't want you to do that.
Well, what's funny is that, like, my friends... Mm-hmm. So the way we got hooked up was through mutual friends.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So my friends that watch this, they're gonna know.
They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out right away.
They may have a couple people to go through, but they're gonna figure it out.
Oh shoot, the ones I know won't have to.
So the ones that set you up have only set you up with one person, so they know that it's that person. Oh.
They know.
Is your name Ariel?
No.
Was I close? Did that freak you out? Oh, because he paused for a second. He looked at me and he's like, what? Like, I thought I actually guessed on the first try. I was like, no.
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to ask for names. I was just curious to see. But, okay, cool. Yeah, so you've had sex in public more than, like, you initially thought.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know why. It just didn't register.
No, you're good. But with that being said, that's all for this episode of Potty Mouth. Tell us the weirdest place in public that you've had sex. Let us know in the comments below. But if you like this episode of Potty Mouth, make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, Spotify, or watch it here on YouTube. If you're watching it here on YouTube, make sure to like this video so we can keep bringing you fun, silly, goofy content like this. And with that being said, that's all for this episode of Potty Mouth, and we will see you Friday for shooting the shit on the Potty Cast.